10 rounds. Obey commands. Buena suerte. Good luck. Let's go to work.
I think it's an unmistakable impression that even though Casamayor, it's almost hard to imagine they weigh the same thing.
And you know, those guys say they're very familiar with each other when they both trained with Joe Goosen back in California, with each other years back.
Great point. There's a lot of mutual respect between the two. So here it is. They've known each other for many years, and they finally meet, or 16 different weight classes as opposed to the original 8. Which is worse?
And sometimes, you know,
seem to make the point that he's the bigger guy.
A little bit off. The age is showing. It's not that well coordinated.
Stop! No knockdown. Come here.
He's going to him with faster punches. I don't think that his coordination and time.
Casamayor, now promoted by Golden Boy, is penalized a point by Nady for holding.
No!
It's a fight. Sooner or later, you have to engage here. Most of what he'll make here, he already owes to the IRS, so he has to hope that he wins. Correct.
I'm quite sure there's managers and trainers and other people involved.
Correct.
You can beat Casamayor because Casamayor does not have the speed or the coordination. Plus, he's not that big a puncher. That's what right there. That's what he needs to keep doing it.
He staggered him with that left hand. Casamayor is holding on.
He's going to be clutching all night because that's all that he can do.
Yeah. Go over there.
Unfortunately, this is likely to turn into a disqualification. Here's the first left hand that hurt Casamayor and prompted some of the holding early in the round.
And I actually thought it should have been a knockdown.
Grabbed Guerrero by the legs and was ruled to have been holding. Then later on, this happened, and rather than to penalize Casamayor again for holding,
you get hit on the jaw, your natural tendency is to hold.
To win a tumultuous bout against Michael Katsidis, in which Katsidis, and Guerrero knows all that. So that's probably where the respect comes from. Larry Merchant loves to point out they have garlic ice cream in Gilroy.
Man off track a little bit, jab and then throw a right hook in.
Perhaps he could have gotten rid of him very early. Hard left hand by Casamayor.
Longer distance. He can move in closer and then do short, snappy punches.
Stronger and more balanced as the rounds go by.
Yep. Here we see Casamayor land, which has probably been the best and the cleanest punch of the entire fight. A beautiful left hand shot.
Higher rate than Guerrero in that round. Good right hook by Guerrero.
Casamayor is not a real sharp combination type punch. He's fighting pretty much at the same rhythm that Casamayor wanted, which is a competitive fight.
But I've always wondered if maybe he lacks a certain killer instinct.
Very seldom throwing 3 or 4 shots.
Try to really make him feel his age, this would be it.
It would be, but he's got to put punches together. It's a nice little easy pattern for him. And no, he's moving good, but he hasn't been able to land it.
They're all the same to me. Harold, how do you have it scored?
Okay, Jim. Roberto Guerrero will not move in and try and take this guy out. I've had long discussions with Robert Santos, the manager of Roberto Guerrero. They don't want to get headbutted. And so that, you know, if you're afraid to step in.
It's got him where he's it's simple to steal 1 or 2 punches at a time. He's not throwing combinations enough.
No knockdown.
That straight left hand is bound to have hurt Casamayor. He is very wobbly now.
And anytime he wants, he's right there to do it.
That was the best punch Guerrero's thrown in the fight so far, limiting the damage. There's another one.
To move in position with the jab instead of flicking it, he would hit him with those left hands all night long. There it is again. His head is straight back. It's all he does is hope he's out of range. It's all night. If he gets close enough before he throws his left hand, to hit him every time.
From the garlic capital of the world, and he's a very good referee. Consistently and fairly officiate.
When you referee enough fights, in particular working in a city like Nevada, a state where there's so many fights, you're going to make mistakes sometimes.
Heavyweight belt and did so. by decisioning Ruiz, and Jay did a great job. Asked him and assigned him to do. He has put the microphone back on tonight. And Guerrero, if in fact this goes to the scorecards, because
his style, his rhythm, his space. So it's actually a Casamayor fight.
And that one sneaky left hand. Don't ask Emmanuel Stewart whether he scouts the referees. He scouts the judges. Winning the fight with that nice right hand. Threw it at a judge we all know and said, take a cab to the airport.
I like that. That's a good movie. He doesn't demonstrate a killer instinct.
I don't know how to, you got me a little confused, but I would say this way, as a fan, no, I would not be impressed. Just the way Casamayor wants him to fight, to deal with the exchanges.
There are 2 goals for the last few years. This was significantly better on paper. Casamayor is 44 out of 289. That's desultory. Pity-pat punches. Hold on to your championship. Fans can sometimes forget that the Kelly Pavlik who was beaten by Bernard Hopkins was still, which he will claim afterward won him the fight. No, it may not be that bad. But Joel is one of those utterly arrogant guys. And there's a knockdown.
2, 3,
perfect right
4,
hook on the inside.
5,
I didn't think he was capable of
7.
that. And incidentally,
Hey, are you okay?
never been knocked down in sparring, never been knocked down in the gym, never been knocked down in a fight, either as an amateur or a pro. They can forget that now. Will allow Casamayor to claim that he's as good as ever and should have another big fight. Well, how to win a fight and gain no particular career purchase in the process. Near shot, Joel Casamayor, and just to add icing to the cake, goes down, being knocked down for the first time in his career in the last round. And incidentally, we told you, they're old friends. Casamayor mentored him when they were young, and this is a different view. It's actually a jab.
It's a hard jab.
A hard jab knocked him down.
Knocked him down.
A guy who says he's never been knocked down even in the gym goes down by walking into a jab.
Unbelievable. A simple, hard right jab.
We've seen that a couple of times recently.
All to the winner by unanimous decision, Robert the Ghost Guerrero.